Kia ora, Rotorua. Tonight on City News, Rotorua MP Todd McClay is organising an employment summit. Te Whakapono Trust is to benefit from this year's Ragamuffin Festival, and new trustees are appointed to the Sport Bay of Plenty board. Rotorua MP Todd McClay says 2013 is looking like a busy year and he's ready to get going on implementing new strategies. Mr McClay says he's working on programs in education as well as the government-led child abuse prevention strategy announced by Minister Paula Bennett late last year. He says one of the priorities in the first quarter of the year will be to hold an employment summit.
One of the first things I want to do in the first quarter of this year is to hold an employment summit. Not a job summit, but an employment summit, and to get work and income and MSD in with businesses and other leaders in our community, talk about what they have done, what they can do to help, and where we need more focus.
And we have a two-part special in tomorrow night's City News featuring Mr McClay. With less than 2 weeks to go until the biggest celebration of reggae music in New Zealand kicks off, Ragamuffin organisers confirmed that the event will support a vital local community project Te Whakapono Trust. Last year, Ragamuffin raised about $5,000 for the Rota Vegas Youth Health Centre, and this year funds raised will go towards a purchase of ultrasound technology at Rotorua Hospital. Organisers say the project is particularly suited to the supporters of Ragamuffin, as there is a high prevalence of diabetes and kidney disease amongst Māori and Polynesians. The money will be raised via Ragamuffin tattoos and donations through AWOP cards. The Ragamuffin Festival kicks off on February the 1st, and tickets can be bought through Ticketmaster. Rotorua has wound back the clock at least 30 years at the weekend with hundreds of vintage cars that poured into the city at the Rotorua Vintage and Veteran Car Club Show. Club Chairman Andy Watson says they were surprised to see such a great turnout at the Village Green, with the car clubs from across the North Island coming to join in the show. Mr Watson says over 200 cars of all different makes and models were on show, and he says they held the show to raise money for St John Ambulance and to boost membership for the Veteran Car Club and other car clubs. There was even an old-style Dodge ambulance for the children to enjoy. A passion for creative food, a commitment to quality New Zealand-sourced produce, and a highly motivated team have resulted in the Skyline Rotorua winning its first ever Beef and Lamb Excellence Award. Skyline has received the award for its Angus Cross Scotch Fillet and its Canterbury High Country Lamb and Aubergine Skewer. Skyline Rotorua General Manager Bruce Thomason says the win reflects the passionate, enthusiastic kitchen and restaurant team who set their hearts on achieving the standard of a Beef and Lamb Award. He said it's been a great achievement.
Yeah, I mean, it's great news, and it's a nice way to start the year. The team here have had a big year, and it was a target for them to win this award. So it's nice that after 12 months they set the goal. We did what was required to make it happen, and to have the reward happen early in the year is great news.
Skyline head chef Fruit Grutemeyer says his team is constantly striving to develop innovative new flavours and techniques for the art of the grill and for the wider buffet restaurant. He says the team is very happy for the recognition of their hard work.
It is absolutely important to us as a chef or as a person as such, to be recognised for what you do on an everyday basis. What we try to achieve, actually, we set ourselves a goal and we achieved it. So it's a permanent improving of basically anything, like starting a dish or whatever.
How important is it to put that planning in and work with your staff to come up with a good product?
Well, I would explain it like it's like building a house. Okay, so you look at the foundation, you make sure the foundation is right, which is the product. The product is overwhelmingly important. It's a New Zealand product. When we talk about New Zealand, we had the idea of New Zealand beef. So we found a place up on the east coast that Wagyu Angus beef, and we thought that's the product we want to use.
In sport tonight, Rotorua, Sport Bay has announced the appointment of 2 new trustees to the board. Rotorua-based commercial lawyer Mark Coupland and Tauranga-based Joe Titch joined the current 6 members after the terms of Gil Jemming and Craig Cribbett come to the end of last year. Sport Bay of Plenty CEO Wayne Werder says he's very pleased to welcome Joe and Mark, who both have a strong understanding of the sport and recreation sector through their participation in governance. Sport Bay of Plenty has been a charitable trust for 25 years with a mandate to get more people more active more often. The role of the trustees is to undertake a governance role in the assisting of charitable organisation and the many and varied requirements to fill its mandate. To Weather Now, Rotorua, brought to you by Vidvest Food Services. Tonight, fine with light winds, overnight low of 13. Tomorrow, Wednesday, fine light winds, high of 23 and a low of 12. Looking out for Thursday now, fine spells with a chance of a light shower, light winds, high of 24 and of low of 15. Marine forecast for Lake Rotorua for Wednesday, variable 5 knots but northeast 10 knots during the afternoon. Waves less than half a metre, mainly fine, morning and evening cloud. Remember, for program listings and to upload your videos, check out our website tvrotorua.co.nz. Still to come tonight on City News, I catch up with the Chamber of Commerce CEO, Roger Gordon. We find out about the weekend's Junior IPS Touch Tournament, and Wayne Douglas talks to District Councillor Meripeka Wakawa Tate.